Hey everybody, Phil here, Carcraft Classics, showing off a new piece of inventory. And I've got a nice treat for you today. Take a look at this gorgeous 1959 Willys pickup. Just the coolest thing ever, man. This particular vehicle is four-wheel drive. It has been restored. As I'll show you, the undercarriage is as clean as the top side. Paint I would describe as a solid 7.5, 8 out of 10. It's kind of an industrial matte finish blue. It does have a little bit of sheen to it, as you can see up on the cowl. The sun's catching it right now. But overall, it is a matte finish, a durable paint, just what you'd expect on an old Willys that you're going to use for working hard. Got the original Super Hurricane 6-cylinder motor. Hopefully you can see that with all the shade and everything. Got the original drivetrain in it, 3-speed manual transmission. And again, this particular Willys is four-wheel drive. Some things have been upgraded in here, as you can see down below. Looks like the exhaust has recently been replaced. Does not have power steering, does not have power brakes. Radiator's been upgraded. Thing seems to run cool. Put a few miles on it today. Some of the other upgrades you see in the back there: electronic wipers, no longer depending on the vacuum driven system. Those electronic wipers work great. Heater box, little hose here has been upgraded, provides you heat in the cab when you need it. Defrost, etc. New battery. Looks like a new horn. Just the coolest little pickup truck. Let's get this lid down. In '59, the Willys had the pointed grill, the much sought after pointed grill, in my opinion. All the chrome is there. Some of it's showing its age. These 3 bars across the grill are in excellent shape. The trim rings around the headlights, all in great shape. The one on the hood showing a little bit of age, but still in excellent shape. The hood was recently repainted. It's in excellent condition. Doesn't have vintage air, but there's your air conditioning right there. Use the lever to pop that up and get some fresh air in the cab. Glass is in great shape. Like I said, the wipers have been upgraded to an electric system. Just the coolest little truck. Right now, moving on to the wheels, you can see, and as I mentioned, it is a four-wheel drive, and it's got the manual locking hubs. Got 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low. Take a look at how clean those frame rails are. The suspension, transfer case. I don't normally get down on the ground, but this thing is so cool. I want to show you everything. Again, she has been restored. Headlights work, blinkers work. I think the brake lights weren't working, but we can certainly look into that and get that repaired for you. Super straight down the sides. Don't see any evidence of major body repairs. Let's take a look at the back end. It's got Goodyear Wranglers all the way around. 265/70R 16s. And the steel wheels. Of course, you see it's got the spare on the side. Fenders are in great shape. I don't see any rust there. Hopefully with all the shadows you can see how clean those frame rails are. And as I mentioned in all my videos, I will get some still shots out of the sun so you can really see how clean this truck is on the top side and the bottom. Nice little upgrade the previous owner did. This is a one-piece wooden bed floor. A nice upgrade, looks great, but still is practical and durable, and it is a one-piece. so you don't have the metal slats. Check her out from the rear here. Nice big back window. The stance on these things is so cool. As we know, the old Willys Jeeps were an integral part of America's defense in World War II. And this again is a 1959 model. Super cool. Let's give you a look at the rear end underneath. You can see all of that. Super clean under here. Leaf spring suspension in the rear with new shocks front and rear. As I said, the paint in this medium blue really looks good. Drip rails are good. It's like a new piece of molding around the back glass. But again, it's like a matte finish, like an industrial paint. And as I said, she is a four-wheel drive. Again, Super Hurricane, legendary six-cylinder, inline six-cylinder motor, bolted to a 3-speed manual transmission. Door panels in great shape. Door bottoms, everything in great shape. Rockers. Looks like they had a little bit of a skim coat when it was repainted. I don't see any rust. I don't see any rot. Really in good condition. Inside was painted to match. The beautiful, nicely upholstered seat. Let me jump over to the other side and we'll show you the gauges and the driver's view. Check that thing out. Got the manual choke on it, so no cold start. She fires right up. Actually, you know what? Let's fire it up and let you hear it. New mirrors, looks like those gooseneck style mirrors. I love it when they professionally repaint a vehicle and they don't paint the door hardware. It's always a nice sign for me. Again, you can see the rockers are in great shape. It's got an upgraded stereo system. Let's fire this sucker up. There you go. It's too cool for school, man, this thing. 17-year-old son just came in and detailed it for us and absolutely fell in love. Putting around the parking lot a few times, begging me to bring it home and let him drive it. Certain classics transcend age. The old guys like it, the younger guys like it, and the real young kids even like it. Horn works, lights work. Get to show you the blinkers and the headlights and all that good stuff. Can't really see in the daytime too well, but lights work and you see that directional work in there. All right. Okay. So, on the standard, on the original, I should say, gauge cluster, the speedometer does work. The fuel gauge does not work. The temp gauge is working, but we do have a separate fuel gauge right there that's been wired in, and that does work. Stereo works. You heard it run, and look what else we have. We have the original, not only the owner's manual, which is cool, but we also have the maintenance manual, the service manual. I mean, this thing tells you how to pull gears out of the rear end and adjust the carbs and adjust the manual hubs up front. I mean, basically strip this thing down using that book and put it all back together. Nice fresh new kick panels. See the blower motor down there for the heat. And the coolest part is check out all these shifters. Of course, that first one to the left is to shift the transmission into gear. The next one puts it in four-wheel drive or out of four-wheel drive. The next one will shift it into high or low four-wheel drive. And then the last one, the nice treat that this one has, is an option for overdrive. So you can take this thing down the highway at 60 miles an hour should you choose to do so. Super cool, super cool, super cool truck. I mean, it just grabs everybody's attention. It's fun to drive. It'd be great to teach a youngster how to drive a manual transmission because it's not the easiest shifting. You know, it is old school, so if you can get this thing down the road, you can drive any manual. Take a look at this beauty. Again, this is a 1959 model. It's been restored. Our asking price is going to be $21,500. We think that's more than fair. Took a look at the market. We see there are plenty that are more money. There's some that are less. But in the restored grouping of vehicles available, I say we're on the low side with the price. It's more than fair at $21,500. Again, my name is Phil. I'm with Carcraft Classics. I can be reached at 770-317-1415 or via email at carcraftclassics@gmail.com. Give me a holler or shoot me an email if you want to come down and take it for a test drive or make an offer, or if you have any questions, feel free to give me a buzz. The website is carcraftclassics.com, and that's where you're going to see all the still shots of this vehicle. Get down on the ground and get the undercarriage shots and top side, inside the interior, and the engine bay. Again, 770-317-1415. That's the 1959 Willys. Thank you so much for watching. God bless America.